Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people. This is the Vapid Towtruck. And I'm about to find out if it'll off-road in the snow. That's right. Every year at this time, we do Will It Off-Road Snow Edition. Usually for about a month, 6 weeks or so. So this will run till like towards the end of January, maybe into February, depending on how many vehicles we get done the week that you are watching this. We've actually already recorded 5 vehicles at the time I'm doing this voiceover, so we've got enough for 2.5 weeks. But yeah, tow truck, finally something we can access in GTA Online thanks to the Chop Shop DLC. You may notice that in order for me to bring this out, I had to start a tow truck mission, go to the Primo's location, and then, promptly drive all the way across the map. In fact, this is the second time I got the tow truck out. I found out, didn't know this, there's a 30-minute limit on tow truck missions. And we were waiting to start Will It Off-Road. I got in the lobby and it was like middle of the night, so we waited and waited and waited. And just before the sun came up, all of a sudden a timer kicked down saying that the mission was in 30 seconds. And then as soon as that timer expired, it kicked me out of the tow truck and I couldn't get back in. So I had to drive it all the way from the city without crashing it again after we did actually the next car. So these are kind of out of order from the way we recorded them, but I figured we'd get this one out of the way. By the way, I want to say, first of all, I hope you enjoyed the happy holiday from the Vainglorious video that went live on Christmas Day. If you haven't seen it yet, please go watch it. Just a few minutes long, still applies because it's still the holidays. When this goes live, happy freaking New Year 2024. I will be 15 again this year because I'm the world's oldest 15-year-old, and I will never ever tell you my age. That's not true. I'm sure for enough money I would admit to my real age, but hey, I'm a content creator. It's all about the money, Well, that's not true, but it is. Anyways, number 2, thank you. The day I'm recording this voiceover, the day after Christmas, after nearly 9 years, my channel hit 10,000 subscribers. And I didn't think it would feel like a big deal, but you know what? It does feel like a big deal. It just, getting to that 5th digit is only one more than 9,999, but it just, I don't know. It feels like I finally have accomplished something on YouTube. Just, let's forget the 2 million views and all that. But, it gives me hope. What doesn't give me hope is what's happening right now, though, with this truck. Because, it didn't go so well. The tow truck struggled. It has plenty of power. It just didn't seem to have enough grip to put that power down. And even more than that, it really seemed to... Oh, jeez, I just got booted by that MOC cab. It really seemed to be more of an issue that it didn't have the right gearing. Which is odd, because you'd think low gears would be where this thing would want to stay since it's a tow truck. But it kept shifting up into higher gears, and that's just... When you're dealing with something that's not very fast and it's very heavy on the snow in GTA Online, a steep incline, not going to cut it. I mean, look, it's struggling to get up here. This is the case where it's just losing its grip. It just is. And there's nothing really I can do about it. It didn't spin its wheels all that much, but it was stuck. I'm not the only one that's stuck, though. British Brendan, if you look at the top right, is trying to get his MOC cab unstuck with his up and atomizer. Hobo, in one of his many police cruisers, I think he has 19 of them now. It's not that many. It's probably 30, let's be honest. But, DNF on this guy. Getting stuck against this tree. That's it. I never got it off this tree. I do decide after a while to get out and try to up and atomize it. You may remember that the rules of Will It Off-Road state that I cannot have any help Now, like if I get stuck somewhere and somebody accidentally hits me, that's fine, as long as it really was an accident, and everybody knows that and everybody respects it. But yeah, it just wasn't working. But I am allowed to use my up and atomizer. However, on this vehicle, it's not going to do much. It's just too heavy. Even the up and atomizer can't really do anything to it. Like it barely moves at all, if at all. Like I don't think this first shot it doesn't yet. It made the hook wiggle a little bit. Hobo's firing shots at somebody. I know it's a little bit out of sync. It's very difficult to get 3 different frame rates to stay in sync. Even when I've set theirs to 60, like I handbrake them. If you don't know what that is, it's a Google it. Google handbrake for videos, and you'll learn all about it. But yeah, this doesn't really move all that much. So it was lost cause. I thought maybe it had moved some, but then I ran into another problem. I can't get back in because of the angle. I'm pressing Y right there to try to get in. And I thought, well, I went out the other door. Maybe I can get in that door, but pressing Y, no. And you can see it's not destroyed. It says in the tow truck. But this is 11, or 11 other vehicles. So this is our dozenth vehicle to DNF out of the 70 that we have tested as of this video in the snow. And it's also the only utility vehicle that we have ever tested. But alas, it didn't make it. I was trying to find a good place to get my my thumbnail, and I have the freaking hold to sprint thing turned on. It makes you run everywhere if you push the stick just a little bit too much. But as is the case with every vehicle that DNFs in Will It Off-Road, it has to be destroyed. We did not do a damage descent on this for the simple fact I didn't think a cargo bob would be able to carry it to the top. Since we've called it a DNF, Raven was seeing if he could get it dislodged anyway. And I did not wait for Raven to get out of the way. But look, this thing can take a couple hits, even without somebody in it. Even without somebody in it. That's the word. Takes 2, and then the third, done. Rip tow truck. And rip the Albany Primo that I didn't get to recover. But that's going to bring us to our next vehicle. The Grotti Turismo Omaggio. That's not what it says on my screen right now, but I'll fix it by the time this video goes live. That's right. I know you've already seen this for our regular Will Off-Road series. I think you have, haven't you? I'm pretty sure it's been in there, yeah? Yeah, I got a 239.10. Let's see how it does in the snow. Supercars and muscle cars, pretty much everything except off-roaders, tend to not do very well. Some of the all-wheel drive supercars can do a little bit better, but they just struggle. It's a combination of off-road traction loss, values, and just, well, and that leads to how much grip they can get and how effectively they can put down their power. Hobo having some issues, if you saw there in the top left-hand corner, and of course, we will, as things happen, have Hobo's view for the ascent. For some reason, I don't have footage from Raven on the ascent. Actually, I do remember, because there's a behind-the-scenes version of the video, and I was editing that. I heard him. He was saying something about he was getting really just choppy performance. His frame rate was kind of all over the place, and so I think he had to scrap recording just so he could drive up the mountain for the ascent. So we only have Hobo's view when things happen on Hobo's end to take a look at. And if there's nothing happening, I'll get rid of it. If it was just him driving up the mountain as well, then there's no point in having that up there as a distraction. It's just there for fun times and for the entire tow truck run, because why not? And then, of course, we also have it up there during 100% of the damage descent. I did mention the behind-the-scenes video, and those are carrying on for Will It Off-Road in the Snow. If you're not familiar, my behind-the-scenes videos are just that. They are what happened to record the video. So you get extra footage as we did prep work and hanging out and goofing off and shenanigans and stuff like this, like that. Like after that, or after this video for the behind the scenes, we ended at night and the Happy Hauler truck was going around. Happy Holidays Holler, whatever it's called. Let's call it the Happy Holler, because that just sounds funny. It was driving around, and we tormented it for until we had to record the tow truck. And supporters get to see that in the behind the scenes video. It is also ad free. I never ever put a single ad on any of the supporters videos. And that's what most of the behind the scenes are. Plus, you get to hear our Discord conversation instead of this voiceover. So you know, when Hobo was having his incident earlier, you could hear Hobo scream. And it's great because, you know, who doesn't want to hear Hobo scream? And you can get access to that one of 4 ways. All of them require you have your respective platform linked to Discord and that you're a member of the Vainglorious Discord server. So 1 is on that Discord server itself. Make a subscription there. 2, be a channel member here on YouTube. 3, be a Twitch subscriber. Or 4, over on Patreon, make a monthly pledge of any amount. And you will get access to the behind the scenes videos through the supporters channels on our Discord. We are up 307. So will it off-road in the snow? Yeah, I did fine. I mean, it's not fast. You know, for a regular world off-road, we say anything under 3 minutes is really good, but there's only 13 vehicles that have done that. Yeah, only 13 vehicles have done that. One came within, like, under a second, but within that, but still a little bit over. So if we're going by the 3, yeah, you know, it's challenging in the snow. Way more exclusive territory. But out of 70 vehicles that we have tested as of this video, I don't know why Hobo got up there. I guess he just wanted to check on the hiker. I don't know. But out of the, yikes, spin around there. Out of the 70 vehicles we've done, it's 18th. It is 0.4 seconds slower than the Tauros and 0.6 seconds faster than the Jubilee. So what is that, 2 SUVs? Jubilee's an SUV, right? I think so. The Deity is the car, and the Jubilee is the SUV, yeah? Or is it the other way around? I don't know. They're both Unices. And then, of course, Toros. Lampadoni? No, Pegassi. And then, in terms of supercars, we have tested 9 with this one. And it is second. It is 22.7 seconds slower than a Torero XO. And it is 1.5 seconds faster than an Infernus, which really surprised me because the Infernus gets the bonus of all-wheel drive. Oh, Hobo. What happened, buddy? I just looked up from my note card and see Hobo just tumbling down the mountain. And, oh, I thought for a minute there Raven was going to go with him. Nope, Raven is going to go with him. Okay. I'm speechless. I'm not sure why Raven chose that course of action. He was having a decent run. Why did you do that, Raven? Yeah. Was that Hobo that we just saw to the right? I'm trying to like look at his footage and look back at mine. I think it was Hobo we just saw to the right on my screen. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I don't understand what Raven was up to on that. However, they both have had a premature damage descent. Man, it is bright, glary, sunshiny day off of that tree there, or tree off the snow there. Jeez. Looks like Raven is working his way back over this direction though. I don't know where Raven is. Yeah, I don't know where Raven is. But Hobo's here with me in his very, very battered car. But he had all-wheel drive. I figured he would have a much easier time of it. You know, look at me. I'm just spinning all around. It's, you know, it's a supercar in the snow, and it's just going to lose grip from time to time. I managed to hold on to it there, even though we were there. Oh, hey, Raven, I enjoyed this. Even though it was, you know, a little sideways, I did manage to hold it. But we are finally down on the controlled descent. 2 minutes, 45 seconds, 46 seconds. And we can watch them go flying. And Raven, good job, got stuck. So now we go back to the top of Mount Chiliad, where we fling the car off the side of the mountain and see what type of damage it sustains. Because, you know, that's always a lot of fun. And, of course, like I mentioned earlier, I go ahead and have everybody's video that contributes on there. But, you know, we could get, like, a third person that records, and then I could, like, bump my footage down just a little bit so it wouldn't, like, clip off the top. And we could have a third person's footage, like, right there. Or I could just do 4 corners if I had 4 people recording. I like having multiple vantage points for wheeled off-road. I think it just kind of adds to the overall effect. You get to see a little bit, you know, of what everybody else is experiencing. Plus, for that behind-the-scenes video, you know, you hear him scream and holler and complain, you know, when things are going badly. And now you have a better chance of getting to, getting to see that. So very cool stuff. And you could join us for recording the Wheeled Off-Road as well as all of our other community videos. And, oh, that was almost a thread the needle. And our community live streams. Just be a member of the Vainglorious Discord server. Even if you don't play on PC and don't get to take part in the videos, we do have players of all different types of games from all different platforms. We're even doing some Nintendo Switch community streams now. It's been Mario Kart so far. As soon as I get more games, it will be more stuff. Tried to get over the woodpile and, well, yeah, didn't work. So, ow, hold up. What was determined to take me out? We're down 1 minute, 39 seconds. Let's take a look at damage on the Turismo Omaggio. Most of the windows and lights are gone. The hood or the frunk is missing, along with the front bumper, which took the fenders with it because it's all one clip. Well, maybe not, because that looks like that fender. No, there it is. It's the quarter panel on the front. The right door is gone, and the rear bumper is damaged. There's our support vehicles from the front. I know it's dark. I apologize. And then again, from the back, thank you very much for watching. We'll be back again next week with more off-roading in the snow. And until then, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.